Great healthcare and icy insurrection. It's 5 and 10 from Skywatch TV. 5 things you need to know in about 10 minutes for Friday, January 16th, 2026. I'm Derek Gilbert. Please follow 5 and 10. You can find us a number of places on the internet. If you've got the Telegram app, do a search for the 5 and 10 channel there. You can find us on YouTube, of course. If you would, please subscribe, share, click the bell for notifications, hit the like button, and on X at 5_in_10. Item number 5 today, Iran. Axios reporting that President Trump spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu again Thursday night, second call in 2 days to discuss the situation in Iran. During the first call on Wednesday, Netanyahu asked Trump to hold off on a strike against Iran to give Israel more time to prepare for potential Iranian retaliation. There were photos that were posted to social media on Wednesday showing Iron Dome batteries being moved, mobile Iron Dome batteries being moved around different neighborhoods inside Jerusalem. This reportedly one of the reasons Trump decided to hold off on the U.S. military strike against Iran. Now, U.S. officials say that military action is still on the table if Iran continues with previously announced plans to execute protesters. Again, some 12,000 Iranian citizens have already died in the uprising that's taken place over there over the last 2 weeks. On Thursday, by the way, there are those who think that despite the delay, an American strike could take place within the next few days. Now, on Thursday, Russia's President Vladimir Putin spoke with both Netanyahu and Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian, offering to mediate between the two countries. It's really not a war between those two countries as much as it is Iran violently cracking down on protesters. According to reports out of Iran, the internet blackout there may last now until the end of March, which again gives the government cover to do things without the eyes of the world looking in. Now, protesters, again, who were shouting free Palestine all throughout last year and complaining about Israel's reluctance to allow foreign media into the Gaza Strip to report on what's going on there. Not a word about the internet blackout in Iran. The only media outlet that is broadcasting from Iran right now is Al Jazeera, which, of course, is the propaganda arm of the government of Qatar. Reza Pahlavi, by the way, the exiled former crown prince of Iran, said Friday at the National Press Club that Iranian protesters are depending on President Trump to intervene for them. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen. The head of the Mossad, by the way, David Barnea, in the United States today, expected to meet with White House envoy Steve Witkoff in Miami today. Item number 4 today, Venezuela. Venezuela's opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado, whose party actually won the presidential election in Venezuela in 2024. She has given her Nobel Peace Prize to President Trump. Did that during a meeting at the White House Thursday, said it was a recognition of his commitment to freedom in Venezuela. Trump said on social media it was a wonderful gesture of mutual respect. Of course, the Nobel Committee said the prizes are not transferable, but remember, of course, the Nobel Committee is the same group that gave Barack Obama a Peace Prize for doing nothing. CIA Director John Ratcliffe on Friday was in Venezuela for a surprise visit with acting President Delcy Rodriguez, who, again, has been portrayed as a moderate, but remember, she was Nicolas Maduro's handpicked vice president and controls the oil operations in Venezuela. Ratcliffe there to representing the first high-level visit from an American government official in years, and it's less than 2 weeks after President, or I should say dictator, Nicolas Maduro was extradited, shall we say, to the United States and put up on charges for drug trafficking. Ratcliffe's 2-hour conversation described by U.S. officials as warm but candid, basically letting Venezuela know, Rodriguez know, that they need to end any support for the gang Tren de Aragua and any other violent groups that might be operating out of Venezuelan territory. Essentially, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Item number 3 today, ICE. Speaking of doing things the easy way or the hard way, border czar Tom Homan set to meet with President Trump today, Friday, to discuss invoking the Insurrection Act to crack down on anti-immigration and customs enforcement officers in Minneapolis. The city has become really a hotbed for immigration enforcement, and the government there, Mayor Jacob Fry, talking tough, but I'm sorry, his perfectly coiffed hair with these sort of, Superman curls down over his forehead, it just doesn't convey the gravitas of a Tom Homan. If Tom Homan drops an F-bomb, he's serious. Mayor Fry does it. He just looks like somebody who's trying to come off as serious. Anyway, demonstrators in Minneapolis have been clashing with law enforcement since the high-profile incident with protester Renee Good, who was shot and killed by ICE officer Jonathan Ross. During one of the riots a couple of nights ago, Wednesday night, protesters broke into a federal vehicle, stole sensitive documents out of it, including warrants and names of people who were being searched for by ICE. They also ripped a weapons locker out of the back of the vehicle using a tow rope, managed to break it open, and one guy ran off with body armor and a rifle. Well, agents from alcohol, tobacco, and firearms and explosives now, it's not just ATF, it's ATFE, working with the Justice Department, managed to arrest a member of the Latin Kings gang who allegedly stole the body armor and the weapons. Fox News confirming that the suspect is 33-year-old Raul Gutierrez. He's now being held on theft and weapons charges. Now, this violent behavior is being encouraged by Democrat government officials in Minnesota. Mayor Fry in particular. Governor Tim Walz is kind of backing away from it now just a little bit. But the government officials there who have been encouraging people to get out on the streets and harass ICE agents trying to do their legal enforcement of our nation's immigration laws, being joined by a dozen Democratic congressmen today. They are demanding an end to what they call Trump's deadly assault on Minnesota. This, of course, being organized by Representative Ilhan Omar. Surprise, surprise. At the end of the day, though, if the January 6th, 2021 demonstrations were an insurrection, then this is an outright rebellion, what's happening in Minnesota. We are closer in this country to civil war than at any time since the 1860s. Item number 2 today, the great healthcare plan announced by President Trump yesterday from the Oval Office. He calls for codifying into law the Trump administration's most favored nation deals to get Americans the same low prices for prescription drugs that people in other countries pay. When we've traveled overseas, we're just amazed at what the over-the-counter drugs cost in places like, Italy or Israel. It's astonishing because it's way cheaper than here in the United States. Prescription drugs, the same thing. It would stop sending taxpayer-funded subsidy payments for health insurance directly to the insurance companies. Instead, we'd send it to us Americans and then allow us to shop for better deals. It would also call on the health insurance companies to post plain English insurance standards. In other words, their rate and coverage comparisons right on their websites in plain English, not industry jargon, so that we can understand what it is we'd be paying for, and would require any healthcare provider or insurer who accepts Medicare or Medicaid to post pricing and fees in their place of business. Now, this depends on Congress codifying this into law. It will face, no doubt, a lot of headwinds in Congress because big pharma, big healthcare, a lot of money, and they spend a lot of it on backing Congress people who will do their bidding. Coming up, HAL 9000 could be here already, and it might be on your desk. I'll explain next on 5 and 10.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you that Skywatch TV is a viewer-supported ministry, and right now, when you partner with us, your support not only helps us stay on the air, it also enables us to continue the mission through our networks and digital platforms, reach areas of the world with the gospel of Jesus Christ that are unable to support us financially. Right now, while supplies last, for your donation of only $29.99 or more, we're not only going to send you AI for Mankind's Future, a Christian perspective on the high-tech revolution, but we're also going to send you Lieutenant Colonel Robert McGinnis's best-selling books, Kings of the East, China's Plan to Eliminate America and Impose a Communist World Order, and the incredibly patriotic Give Me Liberty, Not Marxism. These amazing works, sold separately, hold a retail value of over $60. Yours now for your donation of only $29.99 or more, which includes free shipping to all U.S. addresses. Your support helps Skywatch TV continue reaching the world with the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can scan the QR code on your screen using the camera app on your phone for instant access to this special opportunity. You can also visit us at skywatchtvstore.com or call 1-844-750-4985 and ask for the AI for Humankind's Future special offer right now.
Item number one today, HAL is here. The January patch update from Microsoft released this past Tuesday has made it so that some PCs just refuse to shut down or hibernate no matter how many times you try. I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that. In a notice on its Windows Release Health dashboard, Microsoft has confirmed that some PCs running Windows 11, a certain variant of it, might fail to power down properly after installing the latest security updates. Instead of slipping into shutdown or hibernation, the machines stay stubbornly awake, draining batteries and ignoring shutdown orders like they have a mind of their own and don't want to be sent into a temporary non-existence. This bug appears to be tied to a security feature called Secure Launch. On systems with Secure Launch, attempts to shut down, restart, hibernate after installing this patch may fail to complete. From the user's perspective, everything looks normal until the PC keeps running anyway and refusing to be denied life. There is no fix yet, but Microsoft said entering the command shutdown /s/t/0 at the command prompt will in fact force your PC to turn off whether it wants to or not. Or you could just unplug it after backing up your work and trade the machine for a Mac. This week on Skywatch TV, we're talking about artificial intelligence. Lieutenant Colonel Robert McGinnis looking at this from a very interesting worldview. He is a military veteran and looks at technology with that perspective. AI already being used for lethal autonomous weapons systems, but he's also a student of Bible prophecy. How will this play out in the end times? His book, AI for Humanity's Future, the topic on this week's edition of Skywatch TV. You can watch it right now at skywatchtv.com. Over the air, our broadcast schedule posted at skywatchtv.com/channels. Now, we'll broadcast on your schedule. If you've got the Skywatch TV channel installed on your smart TV or set-top box, just go to the App Store for your device, find the Skywatch TV channel, install it, and then we'll be there when you click the remote. You can watch us on the internet, youtube.com/@skywatchtelevision. Please subscribe, share, click the bell for notifications, hit the like button. You can also watch us on rumble.com/skywatchtv or download our free mobile app to your smartphone or tablet. It is free and available for iOS, Android, and Amazon Kindle Fire phones and tablets. We've got links to their app stores at our website, skywatchtv.com/app. Again, 5 and 10 online, Telegram, find the 5 and 10 channel, youtube.com/@5in10. Please subscribe, share, click the bell for notifications, hit the like button, leave your comments below, and on X at 5_in_10. Thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 and 10 from Skywatch TV.